Hey everyone, it's Jenna Melanson from Canadian Beats Media. Today I'm joined by Nashville-based Canadian country artist Shantaia for our latest segment of 5 Qs. Welcome, Shantaia.
Thanks for having me, Jenna.
My pleasure. So first off, care to introduce yourself a bit more in depth for our listeners?
I was born in Spiritwood, Saskatchewan, so I'm a prairie girl through and through. I grew up taking singing lessons and guitar lessons from my cousin Riley, piano lessons, you name it. I was doing music and, grew up country girl, always listening to country music on the radio, riding my horses. So I guess that's kind of, the beginning of all of it. And I took my first trip to Nashville at 18 right out of high school and recorded some music and just kind of, I don't know, got the bug. I really always knew I wanted to do music, but coming to Nashville really kind of solidified that for me and just knowing where I wanted to do it. So 4 years ago, I up and packed everything in the middle of COVID and moved to Nashville and been releasing tons of music. Released an album last year called X's and Friends, and it's been a wild ride. It's been a journey.
Definitely. So your new single, What I Wouldn't Do, showcases a bold new sound for you. Can you tell us more about the inspiration behind the track?
Yeah, so very very exciting time for me. Just kind of decided to realign what I wanted to say and how I wanted to say it,
Mhm.
and just started asking myself some tough questions like, am I singing the type of music that I want to be singing and saying the things that I want to say? And I took the last, year just writing a ton of music and finding that sound and listening to artists that I love like Chris Stapleton, Madeline Edwards, Maren Morris, and just tried to find a way that I can embody that same sort of feeling that I feel when I listen to their music. And so I started writing a bunch with a longtime collaborator and co-writer Ryan Sorstad and our mutual friend Kurt Chambers, and they really helped pull that out of me. And when we were writing What I Wouldn't Do, Kurt just started playing on the bass and just this really cool bass line, and I just started singing the hook over top of it. It just flowed out of me like it was meant to be. So we ran with it, and I think we had the song written within an hour and just spent time like meddling on the demo. And Kurt's an incredible track producer and producer in general. He co-produced the track with Brad Hill and myself, and it really just always felt right with this song. So there was never a moment where we're like, I don't know if this is the song. It just always felt like the song.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you mentioned working with Ryan and Kurt on the writing process.
Yeah.
Um, had you worked with Kurt before? I remember you had worked with Ryan, but
Yeah. Like I said, yeah, Ryan's been a longtime collaborator. Actually, I met Kurt through Ryan when I first moved to Nashville. We wrote one song together once, and it was fantastic. And then Kurt started touring a bunch. He played with Alicia Keys on her world tour for like 2 years. And so he
wow.
was literally gone all across the world. He was in, this like every part of the world. It was crazy seeing his Instagram stories. So I didn't see him for a really long time. And then as I was sort of starting to kind of figure out my sound, he was back in town a lot more and just bought a house in Nashville. And Ryan connected us and was like, "Hey, we haven't written together in forever. Like, we need to make this happen." And I think he was really the missing piece to really digging into my sound, and having him be a part of it was just like the light bulb moment.
Okay. So how did the different musical backgrounds of Kurt and Brad influence the final sound of the single that you co-produced with them?
So it was really, really cool working with Brad because he was a producer and mixing engineer on the Maren Morris Hero record that really broke her out into stardom. And then Brothers Osborne's Pawn Shop record. And he's got the cool country, that kind of like that era that started bending genres into the R&B and some of that kind of just swaggy like gritty country. And so it was really fun to like have Brad bring that to the table, and then Kurt be over in this. He spent a lot of time in LA, and he's, his mentor is Dr. Dre, and he's played
Okay.
for years for Eminem. And it's just like he brought this whole other world of just complete polar opposite. But
Mhm.
for whatever reason, and just how country is right now, finding those like weird paths and, sub genres in country has been easier than ever, I feel like, and a little bit more accepted. And so being able to bring them both from opposite worlds, me being like kind of in the middle
Right.
and mediating a little bit, just helped it like shine. And I can't imagine having worked with anybody else on it.
Hmm. So you're currently nominated for 5 SCMA awards. How does it feel to receive such recognition? Um, and what do the nominations mean to you personally and professionally?
Yeah, it's really cool because I think personally, like as artists, we're very like we really want like our peers to accept us and like see the hard work that we're putting in. And professionally it feels like it's just like all that hard work is paying off. And having like that those nods, just it helps in so many ways. It helps with me being in Nashville, like getting applying for my next visa to be down here. And there's
Right.
so many, helpful things that come with getting nominations. And then when I get to go play the awards now. So it's just like another date on my summer festivals and shows. And it's just, it's really cool. And I haven't been to an SCMA award since 2018, I believe.
Okay.
And I won an award in 2019. I was playing a show in Toronto, or just outside of Toronto, with Cold Creek County, so I couldn't go. And then 2020, COVID happened, and there was 3 years of no awards. And then last year, my brother was getting married on the exact same day, and I won an award and couldn't go, couldn't attend. So this is my first year being actually able to go and take it all in and be there. And if I win something, then great. I get to feel the feeling of like actually holding the award and
Hmm.
accepting it on stage. But if not, I'm just excited to see my peers and finally see everybody in Saskatchewan.
Hmm. And last but not least, what can fans expect from you in the coming months?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're playing a lot of shows this summer. I very notably playing main stage at Cavendish Beach Music Festival the same day as Tyler Childers and Haley Witters, Madeline Edwards, somebody I really look up to in this industry, and I think she's breaking so many boundaries in the best way and moving out of the box.
Mhm.
So I'm so honored to get to be on the same stage and same day as her. As well as Boots and Hearts, opening for Lone Star and Midland on the kickoff night. So really excited. I hope that, if you're in East Coast, or if you're, I'm pretty much all over this summer. I'm in Saskatchewan, Alberta, PEI, Ontario a couple times. So if you're looking to come out to a show, please take a look at my website and get tickets. And I hope to see everybody out on the road this summer.
Okay. So that's it for 5 Qs. Thanks for joining me and congratulations on the single.
Thanks, Jenna.